EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Cleveland. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards. On that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 38-yard
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 62 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
He's brought down.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, He can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Panther first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Trenton Cannon, his first carry of the ball game. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 33. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 30. The 20. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Browns.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Get regular.
Chubb. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert, from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. Their good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and 5.
Incomplete.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Grant Delpit on the coverage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
35-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
To Kareem Hunt.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall?
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The ball carrier.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Right there.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 44 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
23. Panthers nothing. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Second down, Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. 15 yards on the play, first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Jarvis Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 81 yards. And the Browns are pouring it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 40 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score Browns 29, Panthers 7. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before It's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 26 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Browns 36, Panthers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Bridgewater's pass.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendow, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage.
11-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Bridgewater to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go again. Jim. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Desperation time. Fourth down. Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
On the play. Brings up second down.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Mayfield
Picked off around the 41. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
out of bounds at the
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Bridgewater now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
For DJ Moore.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Dante Jackson.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He finds Beckham complete. just shy of midfield. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brings up 4th and
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. 3rd down here.
he was covered by Dante Jackson.
Mayfield with it once more. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.